It's happening.
All right. If you have a question for Coach Schmedding, please raise your hand and I'll call on you.
got the right one.
Philip on the left. Jeff, just you're kind of well, everybody's in an unusual position right now, but you having been with the previous staff and you're still here, and has it been difficult? Just how you deal with it?
Yeah, I think when you go through that, it's difficult, and we're all a part of what happened, so it's difficult seeing, families go through those type of things. But at the same time, you have an opportunity to keep working for these players. And that's how I've looked at it, is it's an opportunity to work for, Coach Cadillac and spread his message and work for the players. Same thing we talked about the players. I mean, you can choose to point fingers, you can choose to split, but if you want to be successful, you got to come together and be a team and fight.
Brian?
Yes, Coach Schmedding, Brian Matthews, AuburnSports.com. Cadillac mentioned that his message to the coordinators was pretty simple. He just said, simplify things. What did that mean to you, and how has that changed your defense over the last 3 weeks?
Schematically, it didn't change as much as may have seen, but it's really, I think, settling into what we know we do well. Kind of a refocus on, who instead of what. Right, who's going to do those things within the scheme and things like that, and to be honest, it's been a blessing to see those guys come together and really just the effort and the fight that they've had. It's been enjoyable to watch, man. These situations, unfortunately, I haven't been in many of these, but in these situations, it can certainly go the other way. But I think everybody's rallied around Coach Williams and his message of serve, discipline, and believe, and just fight, just keep fighting. And that's really what we ask of anybody. You can quit or you can fight, and they've chose to fight.
Jeff, starting with that Mississippi State game, like a more concerted effort to roll more guys on defense. Is that something that you guys went and said, look, this is something we need to do to help out that message and the defense moving forward?
Yeah, I think you want to do that as much as you can, some out of necessity, and some to just keep guys fresh as well. It's easier said than done in certain situations and certain positions, but I think we've been able to do it a little bit independently, so it's not wholesale. I think that's important to make sure that if you're subbing in a specific position, that maybe the guys around them have more experience.
Jeff, what can you say about the job Zach and the defensive backs have done the past few weeks? You guys have had a couple injuries at safety. Locked down with some teams that like to throw the ball around.
No question. I think it's incredible. I think those guys have stepped up. You've seen multiple guys play multiple positions, and really, to your point, we haven't been playing teams that don't throw the ball. I mean, we've seen that ball in the air quite a bit, and to see the growth and guys helping each other out too. I mean, that's what it's going to be. Down the road, I think the best is yet to come for Auburn, but I think it's those guys that do have experience sharing it with the other guys and really studying. But Coach Etheridge has done a great job with those guys and really putting them in position to make plays.
Mark on the right.
Yeah, Jeff, the last 3 games, the tackling seems to be really good. Have you got any explanation for that? Is it something you can put more emphasis on, or what's the deal?
I'll be 100% honest. We emphasize it every day of our lives, and when it doesn't show up, obviously it's disappointing. But I think when guys can see the consistency of why you miss a tackle. And there's a lot of reasons. It's not as simple as one thing. There's a lot of space out there. There's a lot of speed out there. And, I think just hammering it over and over and then getting some confidence in doing it. I think, a lot of times, I don't want to call it momentum, but, guys start tackling well like that, and now they see what we're talking about. I mean, if you're through the legs, the ball carrier can't run without his legs. When we miss tackles, we're up high. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's pretty cut and dry. A lot of times when you watch missed tackles, there's a few different reasons, but that's certainly one of them. And I think we're doing a better job of what we call killing the motors and getting through the legs, and that makes all the difference. It doesn't have to be a highlight tackle. I prefer the guy on the ground.
No.
What have you seen from Bryce Young this year, and what did you learn about him from the game last year?
I learned he's pretty good. I think he's doing a great job. I don't, whatever the stats may be and all those things, he is certainly the guy on that team, and he's cool, calm, collected, and is able to extend plays. He knows where to go with the ball. I mean, he's a pro. So, I can't say that there's a major difference in what I saw last year and this year. I think some of that gets overhyped. I think he's a hell of a competitor, and we are going to be preparing for him starting today.
You talk about some of the changes, Jalen at safety.
Mm-hmm.
How much has he brought to the defense, especially in terms of his coverage skills and ball skills back there?
I think there's no question. I think he's done a great job, and was kind of recognized by our defense Friday night before the game because he's had to play a lot of different spots. Saying safety, I mean, there's a lot of different spots at the safety position, whether you're into the boundary to the field, rolling down on number two. He's been all over the place, and he's accepted the challenge, and he's a good athlete, brings good athleticism to the position, but he also has some true instincts at that position, and that was recognized, way back, and Coach Etheridge talked about that. But circumstances are what they are, and sometimes the opportunity presents itself, and you either step up or you don't. And he has, so been really proud of him.
Anything else?
I was good to see Hayden Bryce the senior day and have him play the game.
It was awesome. It was awesome, and it was a closeout. We were just talking that as a defensive staff, man. That was fun to see, man. He's a guy that, a lot of these guys that you don't hear about a lot, man, they put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort and commitment to the program, and to watch him go out there and take advantage of, whether we always say whether you get one snap or you get 60, man, maximize your opportunities, and you guys all saw it right there. He maximized that opportunity. It was awesome to see.
All
right, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Question, please raise your hand and I'll call on you. Ryan Beckley.
Hey, to ask your teammates this, what's the confidence level going into the biggest rival that you guys have, the Iron Bowl this week?
You said what's the confidence level?
Yeah, of your team, especially the past.
We just put the work in to go out and handle our job. Everyone focus on their job and play together as a team. I feel like the confidence there is just about going out and executing.
Philip, on the left. Thank you. Could you just talk about your position coach making history as the first African American to be a head coach in the Iron Bowl? What that means to you personally?
It means a lot to see Coach Cadillac to go and be the leader for this team. It's amazing to see someone that did it before us be the lead guy. It's amazing. He know the works we need to put in. He knows like how to take it off you. He knows like it's just like he's been here before, so he know how to react to the position. So it's really good to go in a game like this with a coach like Coach Cadillac.
Tom, in the middle.
Tank, what's it been like these last 3 weeks to see the ground game be so effective, especially after you guys came into the season wanting to be that physical downhill attack?
It's amazing because we actually attempting to do it. Coach Friend and Coach Cadillac and Coach Ike are finding ways to get us the ball. And that's all I really feel like it come down to, trying to get your guys the ball before they can make plays, Because, some plays may not work, but it's going to be a couple of those plays that do work. So just stick with it and just try to find ways to get your playmakers the ball. And I feel like they're doing a great job of that.
Johnny, over that.
Hey, Tank, with this being Iron Bowl week, last year when you played in that game, is it more intense, the lead up, the atmosphere when you're in the game? What makes the Iron Bowl different from the rest of them?
Really just because the rivalry and the people that done it before us in the school history, it's big, guys, people laid the foundation, like they laid it on the line, what this game supposed to mean already. So it's really for the people that done it before us. If we've been like real, and this university, Auburn, so it's pretty big.
Tank, you talked about kind of getting the ball in your hands and Jarquez and how much fun has it been to see this offense morph a little bit under Will and Ike and this new staff?
It's been amazing because, like, just seeing how the guys, like, been reacting to everything and how coach just, well, all the coaches just been, the energy been different around us. It's uplifting, if you want me to be honest. I feel like Coach Fran and Coach Ike and Coach Cadillac, they do a really good job of what they're doing because, like, they played the game and they put the guys in a position where they need to be at when plays need to be made or anything. So I feel like it's electrifying to me. It's really good to see other guys on the team have success and my coaches have. It's really good.
Brian?
Yes, Tate, Brian Matthews, AuburnSports.com. What have you seen out of Damari Austin so far this season, and what type of future do you think he has here at Auburn as running back?
Damari Austin is extremely talented. He, like, if you ask me, I feel like he's gonna be the top back in his class when things get rolling and the school keep going the way it need to be going and the way it's going now. I feel like Damari Austin will be the top back in his class, and he'll do a lot of ground dirt in Auburn.
What do you think he does best? What are some things you think he's really
I feel like he know how to make the next guy, like, make guys miss at the next level. You get him in open field, I feel like he's a guy that you just not gonna tackle him in the open field.
It's time for two more new biases and Tom.
Jake, what's been the bigger thing that you have learned about Coach Lack as a head coach that maybe you didn't know before was this, if there's anything?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you know Coach Cadillac, he didn't change because he was the head coach. The same way he coached us, he coached the whole team. And the same way he have the energy, he been the same person since I met him. Having nothing changed, he still have the same energy that he had when he wasn't the head coach.
Last one, Tom.
The last 2 weeks, you and Jarquez both posted 100-yard games each. Is this kind of what you guys envisioned coming into this season?
Yep. We always talk to each other and just tell each other, hey man, we got to go out and show the world that we like the best duo and whatever. Like, we talk about it all the time. And we hit on it, and we just, because we really believe, like, you can speak it in existence. So, like, we work so hard, and we talk about it all the time. And Coach Cadillac, he knows how hard we work in practice and stuff. So it's just like we think enough, not enough. So we ready for the next, and we just try to get better as the weeks go.